Hello and welcome to this new version of YAG, that's version 0.16.1, and it's essentially a content update. There are still a few bug fixes and one small new quality of life feature. It's small but it's kind of important. So to show you that, I'm going to need an irregular terrain, and I'll take the occasion to show you a new voxel preset. It was suggested by a father who uses YAG to tell stories with his little girls, which is very original and nice way to use YAG, and the children complained that the terrains were too small. So I made a preset to create a giant terrain. It's called low altitude landscape here. So we can select it and apply. So nothing new here, this was always possible, but the preset makes it one click. All right, so you can see that we now have a 32 by 32 kilometers terrain, which is quite huge. All right, now I'm going to need something to walk around for the demo, so I'll choose the little bee here. Okay, so let's take control. I'm going third person here. Or we can apply maybe locally a bit of foliage here. Just to make it pretty, I'm going to choose a cartoony forest, of course. Okay, so as you can see, we can now fly around. Which is cool. And the new feature is that it's here. When attached to a pawn, the camera motion is now softened using this property here. Okay, so previously this was working when the camera was controlled by the mouse, and now it's working all the time. Okay, so you can change the number to get a more soft or nervous camera. And you can pretty much walk around infinitely. All right, big setup, but I just wanted to show the new voxel preset and the new camera smoothing property with an example. So let's move on with the content. I'm going back to first person, and I'm going to load the save that I prepared. That's this one. Okay. So as you can see, we have a new dungeon themed and a lot of things to look at. Okay, so first of all, the chests are not new, but now they can be opened or closed at will, so that's cool. Next, we have a bunch of medieval doors. Again, they can be opened or closed. We have a few collections of new medieval fantastic statues. Of course, there are much more than that. We've got 2 trays full of them, but I'm just showing you samples as always. We have 3 new nice characters: a sword woman here, an elven archer here, girl, and then a sort of classy lady vampire, which is really nice. We have a traditional monster, well, not exactly a monster, but you know, a foxy woman with a tail and so on. And they also come without the ears and tail, so they come in a human form. You can take away the mask. And so on. Next we have a new mermaid, and it's very cool because it's got the two shapes, the human shape and the fish shape, and they come in 5 different colors, which is nice. We have a tentacle head dude here. Next we have a new monster dog, very well done. Its animations are really cool. Same here with a new wild troll, giant, aggressive, and very nice looking. We have a satanic goat, very nice one, creepy one. Next we're going into a pirate collection. I forgot to mention, but there is a new DLC with a pirates theme. It's a pirates themed DLC. So I moved all the previous pirate content into this new DLC, and we've got a new collection of pirate women and men. So of course you have to install the DLC first. It's free as always, but you've got to install it. Next we've got a few magical objects. A new collection of realistic animals, frogs, toads, snakes, beautiful collection of snakes, a whole tray full of them, a giant crab here. Next we've got some playground toys, a huge collection again. We've got a few dolls, and again I'd like to remind you that the dolls have a human skeleton, which means that they behave like human, which means that they can ride any creature, and they can be equipped with anything, so they can really make some creepy monster, with a chainsaw, for example, or something like that. Very cool. Next, we've got some realistic schoolgirls. We've got a new ghoul, and it comes in two versions, the creature version and the human version. So that one can ride this one, and this one can be equipped with any weapons. Okay, so that's cool. Those monsters, those four monsters, I just love them. They are really, really disturbing and creepy. And just to show you their full potential, I equip them with their lights, and I'm going to turn off the world light, the sun and the ambient light here. And just imagine yourself facing this in a dungeon. They are really, really super creepy. Very disturbing one. I mean, if you want to play horror with the ambience, they are really, really extra good for that. Okay, cool. Next, we have a much nicer monster, sort of hairy, fluffy monster. And the cool thing with that one is that the hair are simulated, so you can see that when it moves, we've got all the hair moving around, and it's kind of cool. Next, we've got science fiction new content, so 4 doors. Again, they can be opened and closed at will. We've got some new statues, science fiction statues, to make an ambience. Really cool ones. And next, we've got a huge collection of geometrical shape with special effects. We've got 90 of them. I'm just showing you here a small sample, but they are very cool. Can be used, in many different scales. So they can be giant structures or very small one. Very, very cool thing. Then we've got a new cyborg girl. Nice looking. She hasn't any real brain. Probably an electronic brain here. But the model is very nice and original. Very cool, classic alien here. Alien monster. Now, of course, my favorite. You know that I can't resist giant spiders, and I love undead monsters. So, of course, giant skeleton spiders. I had to take them. So we've got 5 of them. They come each in 5 or 6 different colors. Really nice looking. Very creepy as well. I mean, pure nightmare fuel. This one is my favorite, the undead skeleton centipede. This one has a nice sci-fi vibe to it. And next, much nicer and much kinder, we have a stylized cartoon horse. Really nice. It comes with pseudo-realistic colors and some fantastic colors, 91. And then we've got a new dungeon theme. You probably noticed it here. And of course, I put many of its elements on trays, so you can, modify and alter them, or maybe build your own stuff. Very nice looking. How is it called? Chandelier light. I don't know how it's called in English. We've got a well with some, green water and so on. So, okay, so nice collection here. And I'm going to finish by showing you this beautiful new dungeon theme. It's an ossuary. Ossuary? How is it pronounced? Ossuary? I don't know. Well, many bones. And I'm going to turn off the ray tracing here just to show you the inside, and then I'm going to show you with a bit of ambience. So you can see it's very nice looking. Okay, and I'm going to activate the ray tracing back again, and I'm going to switch off the lights of the world, which is done here, 0 and 0. And finally I'm going to, oh, not that one, this one, to turn on the lights of the dungeon here. And you can see that we get a very, very creepy and nice looking ambience. Going to accelerate a bit, oh, maybe not too much. Okay, the corridors. Okay, so very ambient and creepy new dungeon. I like it very much. It took me some time to make it work, but I'm very happy with the result. So there we go. New dungeon. Alright, I'm going to switch the lights back on. And I think this is it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if it's the case, then see you in the next. Thank you, bye.